Why didn't Darth Vader ever use Force Lightning? The main reason Vader never used Force Lightning was due to his cybernetic limbs. In both Legends and canon, Force Lightning is an extremely powerful dark side ability, but it requires organic limbs to channel the electricity. Vader's mechanical arms and legs prevented him from using this technique without causing severe damage to himself. Vader relied on his suit for survival, and Force Lightning could severely damage his life support. We see this at the end of Return of the Jedi, when Sidious's lightning severely weakened him and left him close to death. Why did Vader kill two of his own Inquisitors? After a successful Jedi hunt, the Inquisitors celebrated with drinks, but the Fellowship was quickly brought to a halt when Vader crashed their party. Vader suspected that two of them were secretly in love, and being the salty burn boy he was, he couldn't let that slide. Vader suddenly ignited his saber and attacked the female Inquisitor, but her male partner instinctively jumped in to defend her. The pair fled, leading Vader on a wild speeder chase through Coruscant, causing him to crash into an apartment. The Inquisitors quickly closed in on Vader, thinking they'd corner him, but the Dark Lord pulled a reverse Uno and froze them with the Force. He then forced them to stab each other with their own lightsabers, leaving them both dead. We get it, Vader. If you can't be in love, no one can. Why didn't Darth Vader ever upgrade his suit? After donning the iconic armor following his duel with Obi-Wan, Vader was still plagued by constant pain. We know Sidious designed Vader's suit to initially save his life, but it was also designed to cause suffering. This is because Sidious knew the pain would make Vader more powerful. Vader also chose not to improve his suit later because he understood that his suffering amplified his hatred and rage, which were vital for his connection to the dark side. So even though Vader could have had improvements made like Grievous, he chose to commit to what gave him more power. How did Count Dooku meet Emperor Palpatine? While still a Jedi, Dooku grew frustrated with the Jedi Council and the Republic's corruption. He believed the Jedi were too complacent and started secretly studying Sith philosophy and becoming a political idealist. During the Phantom Menace, Palpatine, only a senator from Naboo at the time, was eyeing Dooku as a potential ally and approached him under the guise of political reform. He sympathized with Dooku's disillusionment and slowly planted seeds of doubt about the Jedi in his mind. Dooku also saw Palpatine as an ally who could help reshape the Republic, but over time, Palpatine revealed his true identity as Darth Sidious and gave Dooku secret missions. After the death of Qui-Gon Jinn, the believed death of Darth Maul, and killing Master Yaddle, Dooku publicly left the Jedi Order and secretly accepted Sidious's offer to become his new apprentice. Dooku then returned to his homeworld of Sereno under the pretense of a political idealist, creating the Separatist Alliance. This, of course, set the stage for the Clone Wars. Why couldn't Yoda defeat Darth Sidious? Besides being over 900, Yoda was in a vulnerable state mentally and spiritually. By the time of their duel, the Jedi had been nearly wiped out, and Yoda was grappling with the full extent of their failure. The weight of losing the Jedi Order and the fall of the Republic created a deep internal conflict, clouding his focus and weakening his ability to fight at his full potential. Likewise, the dark side of the Force was stronger than ever. One of the places dark side users like Sidious draw their power from is chaos, which surged following Order 66. As a result, Sidious's powers were at their peak, giving him a significant advantage over Yoda. Did you know that Darth Plagueis and Darth Maul died at the exact same time? It's well known that Palpatine took on Maul as an apprentice while Plagueis was still alive, and eventually betrayed and killed his master. But according to the novel Darth Plagueis, Plagueis was celebrating Palpatine's nomination as Supreme Chancellor on Coruscant. Having achieved a form of immortality, Plagueis let his guard down during the festivities and became inebriated. Seizing the moment, Palpatine used Force Lightning to sabotage Plagueis' breathing apparatus, killing him in his sleep. At the same time, Darth Maul was believed to have met his end during the Phantom Menace. In this part of the timeline, Padme returns to Naboo, and the battle there unfolds as Palpatine cements his rise to power. The novel reveals that Plagueis' and Maul's deaths occurred simultaneously. Palpatine sensed a fleeting disturbance in the Force right after killing Darth Plagueis, which he later realized corresponded to Maul's presumed death. Did you know Darth Vader tortured and killed his former slave master? Watto was once the Slimo owner of Anakin and his mother, but after the Clone Wars his fate was left a mystery, and let's just say, things didn't end well for the Toydarian slaver. Even though Vader was a fearsome Sith Lord, he kept a personal journal detailing his darkest thoughts and actions. In one entry, he described returning to Tatooine to practice forbidden Sith techniques on an unnamed Toydarian. Vader noted that while it showed strong will, it was no match for his power. He wrote that he made the subject's existence extremely painful until it finally died. While the journal never names Watto directly, we can assume that if Vader went back to Tatooine to torture a Toydarian, it could have only been his former slaver. Did you know General Grievous was originally supposed to have his organs ripped out? In Revenge of the Sith, we all remember the moment when Obi-Wan Kenobi ends General Grievous by shooting him with a blaster to the chest, but did you know that that scene was originally meant to be far more brutal? In a deleted scene, Grievous managed to land several punches on Obi-Wan. However, Obi-Wan quickly regained the upper hand by getting on top of Grievous and ripping out pieces from his body. The scene escalated as Obi-Wan grabbed his lightsaber and ruthlessly sliced off both of Grievous's arms, rendering him defenseless. To make the moment even darker, Obi-Wan then knelt before Grievous and tore out his last remaining organ and shot it with a blaster. Obi-Wan then proceeds to kick Grievous's lifeless body off the ledge.
So uncivilized.
Have you ever wondered why Count Dooku doesn't have Sith eyes? In the films, Dooku's eyes never turn that signature yellow like other Sith because he channels the dark side with calculated precision while still holding on to his beliefs that his journey is for the greater good, the liberation of planets from Republic control. However, in the Clone Wars, we catch brief moments when his eyes flash yellow, like here and here, when he fully taps into the dark side. This is unlike other Sith like Darth Maul, who are completely consumed by fear, anger, and hate, which gives them those unmistakable yellow eyes. I think this adds a fascinating layer to Dooku's character, revealing that he can't even completely resist the manifestation of the dark side when he fully taps into it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Did you know Darth Vader once fought an entire Rebel fleet by himself? In the Vader Down comic series, the Dark Lord was lured into a trap set by the Rebel Alliance, thinking he was pursuing Luke Skywalker. Vader was quickly surrounded by multiple squadrons with heavy artillery, and although he decimated several of their ships, he was shot down and crashed on the planet Frogos Foss. But instead of retreating, Vader ignited his lightsaber and charged at the Rebel forces, ruthlessly destroying countless ground troops. Amid the chaos, the Mon Calamari cyborg Carbon, a potential replacement for Vader created by Sidious, was also on Frogos Foss, and saw this as an opportunity to prove his superiority and third-party Vader. Even though Carbon had 4 lightsabers like Grievous and Imperial troops at his back, Vader quickly destroyed him with ease as well. After it was all said and done, Vader still stood as Palpatine's most fearsome enforcer.